Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and today I'm wanting to show you how I created this gorgeous shadow box, lip balm gift box, and I'm just showing you the first one that I made, and I think it makes a really beautiful gift. It does look really professional and it's really easy to make. Okay, so to make it, you are going to need 2 pieces of either designer paper or cardstock. It's entirely up to you. The first one makes the shadow box, and that needs to measure 8 3/8 by 8 3/8. And we are going to score all 4 sides the same, and we are going to score them at every 5/8 of an inch, 1 1/4 of an inch, 1 7/8 of an inch, and 2 1/2 inches. Okay, and then you're just going to turn this and repeat it again, turn and repeat, and the last time, so you'll be doing it 4 times. Okay, and that is what it should look like when you've scored it all. And then we're now moving on to what will be the little gift box. This needs to measure 5 1/2 inches by 8 5/8, and you want to score the long side at 3 3/8, 4 1/8, 7 1/2, and 8 1/4 inches. Turn it to the short side and score at 3/4 of an inch, 4 1/4 of an inch, and again at 5 inches, and that will be your little gift box. Now, as you can see here, you have 4 large corners on the shadow box with lots of little squares inside of them. You basically need to cut all 4 of those large corners away. And that is what you should end up with. Okay, and then we just need to fold and burnish all those score lines. And then I'm just showing you how the sides will actually fold up. And then you want to pick 2 of the sides. It doesn't really matter unless your paper is directional. And what you want to do is the second score line, which I'm pointing to here, you want to come in from the end and mark at 5/8 of an inch. And you want to do this on both sides. So I'm marking there, and then I'm going to go to the opposite side and I'm going to come in again at 5/8 of an inch and mark it with a pencil. and then that's your 2 pencil marks you should have, and then turn it so you're doing the exact opposite piece exactly the same. Just come in at 5/8 of an inch and mark it on the second score line from the middle of the paper. You can just see the 2 score marks there. And then what we're going to do is take some scissors, and from the score line below it you are going to cut from that to the pencil mark, and then you're going to cut straight down. Okay, so you should have what you can see me doing there in the video. And then again you just want to repeat that on the opposite side where you did the same pencil marks. And just so nothing gets in the way, I just take a couple of little snips off the 2 end pieces there. And then it's now all ready to glue together. Now if you want your inside base, which will show to be a different colour or a different pattern of card, you would need to cut another piece, which I had cut one but I didn't use it, which you'll see in a minute. I believe I'd cut mine to 2 1/8 by 2 1/8 of an inch, and as I said, I didn't need to use mine, but there I'm showing you there that that's what you could pop in the middle if you wanted to have a different pattern or colour shown through. But I just left mine as it was there. And then I'm just making sure it's all pressed down and glued properly. And then, as you can see, the corners still tend to flap away a little bit, so you can easily solve that by just popping some glue in the corners, which is what I'm doing now, and that should keep it all nice and neat together. Okay, so we're moving on to the gift box now, and I'm just folding and burnishing the score lines, and taking the scissors I'm just gonna snip away at the bits we don't need, etc. So if you just kind of follow what I'm doing on the video, and you should be able to cut it the way it needs to be cut. And that's what it should look like now that you've cut all the little pieces away. And I'm just using a 3/4 of an inch hole punch, and I'm just punching a little finger hole out. And then I'm also taking a corner rounder and just rounding the 2 corners of the little flap that will open and close on the box. And it just stops things from getting in the way, stops it from sticking, because sometimes they can. And it's just a case of putting some glue down the little tab and gluing the box together. And then I'm just testing that everything fits nicely, and it's a nice perfect fit. Makes a beautiful gift. And very inexpensive to make as well, and it looks so much better than the way you buy them in the shop. And then I am just going to decorate, which I've just cut out a circle from white card, and I'm just using a stamp from my stash, and I'm just heat embossing it. And I've used this lovely like pale blue glittery embossing powder from Sizzix, and I'm just heat embossing the sentiment, which says be happy, be bright, be you. And that is basically it, and you can choose to decorate it any way you like. Make it in loads of different colours or whatever you like. And I'm just popping the sentiment on with some foam pads, and then I've also tied a little bow from twine, and I'm just going to pop that on. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll give it a go, and I will be back again soon with another video. So take care and bye for now.